adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Good moo! Oh, you found your moo!
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bragging gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on, but that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did
can
I
I
focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so then
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn, why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm tired of you! Drops, retard. Robocock.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode that almost didn't happen because of Expedition 33 of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live. We are live, we are live, we are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. So before we do that, man, Brigadier, let's go. Get close. Hurry up. Hurry up. Get close. Hurry up. Let's go. Because I kind of want to go back to playing Expedition 33. Get in here. I'm just kidding, man. I'm fucking around with you guys. Get in here. Come on. Let's go. Hug it out. Hug it out. I see all of you guys hugging it out right now. Let's go. Hurry up. All right. There it is. The hugging emojis. Relax. Touch each other's asses. Give it a second and listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. I know. Shocking. Very shocking. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you are watching on Twitch right now, I don't think that's possible because apparently I couldn't go live because I guess there is a word in my title that is banned on Twitch. So, yeah, no gayness today. No gayness today. No Squidward. No Squidward, no nothing because nobody's watching on Twitch. All right, guys. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking today? What are we checking? You know what we're checking? The only thing we're checking is Expedition 33. It is really good. It is a really good video game. That's the only thing we're checking right now. No, I'm just kidding. What are we checking? What are we checking? Expedition 33 is game of the year. I don't know if I can say that quite yet. Next as check? Absolutely. Lune is the best Expedition 33 check. She's pretty good. Nexus mod cucked out check. 100%. Knee checks. Shout out to Smash JT. SAG after felt it even more check. Uh-oh. Nvidia too hot check. Damn. Popcorn check. Nice. Check the check. Okay. Expedition 33 is my crack check. Nice. Goonin check. Nice. What else? Checking for music on Expedition 33. It's pretty good. It's unbelievably good, actually. The Robocock needs new batteries check. Stop using it so much, Melody. What's wrong with you? Nuclear check? Absolutely. What else we checking? Hypnotic and France check? All right, stop. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Let's go, boys. All right, guys, listen. We're going to do the Bigot Army roll call. We're going to see who is in this chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalists, black samurais that unfortunately do exist, and people that swear they don't like me, and yet for some reason, especially now more than ever, I don't know why lately, I've been getting tagged on Twitter by the most random of like 50 follower accounts just melting down over my mere existence. Me, Leon, Cassie, all of us. Like, it's like, where did all these roaches come from? I don't understand. Where do they come from? I don't get it. Aren't you guys supposed to be playing video games? Isn't that what you say you're supposed to be doing all the time? I know that's what I'm doing. What are you doing? We got Laughing Man. He says, my Dixie wrecked. Damn. Colonel Rove. Gray the Merchant. Angmar WK. Monkey Man 04. Chicken Senpai BB. Delta Sierra. Piranha Pow. Solin the Lich. Colonel Rove again. Mystic Vegeta. And then we got Death Star. Sleeping Nova. We got Roxy. Soxy. Charlie Nuclear. Monkey Man 04. Somnus. Jeremiah Maxwell. Commander Sonak. Nick Havoc. Odin Dark II. Bolsky. Stinrox. RB. Sub-Zero Designs. Mr. Cougar 9. Hickory Excalibur. What's up, bro? How you doing? We got Melody Johnson. The Devil Max. Blue Octopussy. Jason Alator. Luck E. Then we got the one and only legendary Latino Heat. Oliver Adam. Cesar Velasquez. Evil Fire Dragon God King. We got Skibbity Dibbity. We got Derek Smith. Zelosi. Ridvan. The Modifiers. 556 Tsunami is here. We got Dak. We got Moon Rider. Yeah, I agree with this. We got Modasta. We got Anime Mania 500. Sleeping Nova. Dragon Hans. Mr. Cuddle Fuzz. What's up, man? How you doing? Matthew. Vlad Tepesh. Tepesh. You know, you got to say it like a certain Italian. And then you got Chaotic Neutral. We got Tycho Dragon. Tim Grove. Seabrew 1138. War Wizard. Inferno Hell Knight. We got Alice Smith. Dr. Spike 694. Zeroist. Jeffrey. Scene Flexin says that they're here. What's up, Scene Flexin? How you doing? We got Sub-Zero already called out. Valkyrie. We got D-Mag. All right, guys, 4 more people, and that's it. I can't call out more than 4 more people, seriously. I got to get back to streaming Expedition 33, and if I call out more than 4 more people, you got to understand it takes time, right? It takes time. So 4 more people, and that's it. We got Ulysses. We got Max Vegas. We got Old Man Cad. What up, Old Man Cad? How you doing? Fucking legend. We got T-Jazz Art and Comics. We got Flip. Shazam. Christopher Lloyd. Who else is in here? Jimmy Collins. Louis Messina. We got Sergeant Sapient. We got Briere. Poopa Chalupa says to skip me. Absolutely not. I refuse. We got D. Rice Red Fanfics YouTube. We got Matthew O'Brien. We got Martiano 13 Bros. We got Barry Stroud. We got Jay Sims, Lionheart. And then last but not least, we got Scooby Pup. And we got, who else is getting called out? Let me look. Let me see. Last but not least, I'm going to call out. That's not 4 more people. I know. Did you really believe me when I thought I was going to do that? We're going to call out Codex Pop. All right, guys, listen. I called out as many people as I possibly could. Sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member, and let's see who is going to get the massive money shot today. And let it be known, this is going to be a huge one. You want to know why? Because I was gooning so hard for Expedition 33, my level of bricked, like, literally didn't go down for 2 hours. So I'm ready to let one out, boys. I'm ready to let one out. Let's see who is going to get it. We got BioT-Wolf saying with the combo breaker, the Shin Shuriken to go down and then to go up, apparently. How the fuck am I going to go up? 3. All right, whatever. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Bro, why are they so fast lately? Why are they so fast lately? I don't understand how this is happening. Are you guys just getting really good at sniping people now? I don't get what's happening here. What the fuck is going on? Charlie Nuclear. God damn, bro. Charlie Nuclear did not protect his booty hole, which means he is going to get the insanely massive money shot today.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
What the?
Like the stream, boys. I'm sorry, Charlie. I'm sorry. I apologize. You got to blame BioT-Wolf for that one. All right, guys, listen. We got a lot we got to talk about today. So, yes, I've been playing Expedition 33. I'm absolutely in love with the game. I mean, the game is unbelievably good. It is like top tier fucking shit. I'm not even kidding. But the work must go on, and we do have a lot we have to talk about. We are going to obviously talk about Expedition 33 today. We're going to talk about it a little bit. We're going to talk about Nintendo Switch and the pre-order fiasco that went down and how Nintendo fans are apparently now trying to disturb the natural process of scalpers by putting up fake eBay listings to try to confuse people. Apparently, I mean, it is unbelievable what's going on with the Nintendo Switch 2. We're going to talk about that. We are also going to talk about a video that Master of the TDS dropped about SBI and how they apparently admitted something that they did to a certain studio and developer where they basically just strong-armed them and forced them to do what they wanted them to do, which is exactly what we've been saying they do, and they've been spending the last year plus trying to convince everybody that that's not what they do, and then meanwhile, they actually admitted it on video. So we're going to go over that, because I think it's very interesting. We're going to go over Nexus mods. So Nexus mods bent the knee, apparently, and Nexus mods put out this long statement about how they are not a political company. They are not a company that picks sides, and they are not a company that is involved in the supposed culture war. And yet, for some reason, they keep banning mods that only go against progressive ideology, and they don't ban any other mods. It's just kind of, you know, it's kind of weird. But regardless, we're going to talk about their statement and how complete bullshit it is, because obviously that's what it is. It's nothing but bullshit. We're going to talk about a ridiculous strike that's happening with Marvel Rivals. We're going to talk about Ubisoft apparently keeping their promise by adding an offline mode to the Crew 2. We're going to talk about Marathon Alpha and how apparently there is heavy aim assist even for keyboard and mouse. Supposedly, I don't know why they're putting an aim assist for keyboard and mouse. I don't know of any PC player that would ever want that. And we might even cover some movie stuff if we have time, because I know Pedro Pascal said something stupid recently about J.K. Rowling, which nothing new there. But yeah, we're gonna talk about a bunch of things. So we got a lot to go over today. But before we do, we have to do the #1 segment on YouTube. We have to do the #1 segment on Rumble. We have to do the #1 segment on Twitter. We have to do the segment that makes all the journalists melt down. The segment that makes some people go to my manga channel, download my videos, and zoom in on them to try to find where I live desperately because they just can't help themselves. This segment is known all around the world as the pre-stream legends.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
All right, boys. It is time for the pre-stream legends. Let me switch over to the fan funding tab and let's see who has decided to take the extra step. What is this chat summary? Viewers in chat are discussing about a gaming issue in Nexus mods. The chat sentiment is against Nexus mods as they suspect the mods are biased towards certain gamers. Wow, interesting. Nice summary. We got BioT Wolf 19 with a 5. Why is it so hard to argue with a woman who is not wearing a bra? She's already made 2 great points. I do respect this joke because he's not lying, but it also depends on which woman you're talking to. Not every woman has 2 great points, you know? It's true. Just saying. Not my fault. Blame God for that one. The Flatlander for a 2. Gonna be home late tonight, so here's my pre-like. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Flatlander. You are a legend. And we got the Raging D-Head with a 10. Says Trump is not properly living up to the Hitler mantra. The enthusiasts have got to be pissed. Get new Blackstreet to 1,500 subscribers, and Kate and Atreus will choke an OnlyFans girl. F. Robert De Niro. What the fuck, choke an OnlyFans girl? Where did that even come from, bro? Is that... Am I missing something here? Is that a thing? Is that like an inside joke going on over there? I don't know. But shout out to Raging D-Head. Thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate you. And then we got JR with a 2. Gay as fuck, boy. Like to stream, bigots. Shout out to you, JR. Thank you so much. And then he decided to take the extra step and gift 1 Hypnotic membership. You absolute legend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. You didn't have to, but you did. And then we got a Dare Soto. Oh, here we go. Dare Soto with his super stickers. And this time he's got the How's It Going super sticker. This man loves his super stickers, man. I'm telling you. Shout out to you, Adair Soto. You say so much with so little in terms of words. It's a beautiful thing. You don't have to say anything. Your super stickers speak for you. It's great. We got Cladix with a 2. Pippa's sick of Japan, so I can finally be here live. Well, there you go. Shout out to you, man. Welcome to the live stream. We got Comrade Kim for a 2. Nexus mods trying to control. That's ironic. Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it, but the Nexus mods thing surely is a hot topic of discussion. My video on that blew up today, so there's that. Gear Master with a 5 says, first thing, it's my birthday. Oh! Hold on, before I read whatever's coming after this, everybody in the chat right now, wish Gear Master a happy birthday. Make sure everybody wishes him a happy birthday. Shout out to Gear Master. Let's get some cake emojis in the chat. Let's get some happy birthday spam in the chat. Shout out to you, man. Happy birthday, my good sir. I appreciate you. Then he says, second thing, I once submitted 10 puns to a joke competition. One was sure to win. Sadly, no pun intended. You're lucky it's your birthday. You're lucky it's your birthday. Chicken Senpai BP for a 1999 banger, starting us off finally with an 8-bit Eric. We have no Kata and we got no Red Boy, but we had an 8-bit Eric, and that's a good start. Shout out to Chicken Senpai BP with the 1999. Thank you so much, man. He says absolutely nothing, though. So I don't know if it was on purpose or if YouTube banned his comment. I really don't know. YouTube's on some weird shit lately, so you never know. But all I know is he gave $20, and I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Then we got Colonel Ruff with a 5. Nexus ain't bullshitting their way out of this. We all know they are political as fuck. I agree. It's like, why would you even bother lying about that? As if there isn't. I don't even know how many situations that we have in the last 2 years where Nexus Mods has made it so obvious where they stand politically, and yet they're still trying to convince everybody they're not politically, motivated. It just doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Anyway, shout out to you for the 5. Thank you. Louis Messina with a 2. For fuck's sakes, hashtag undo one more day. Other than that, hello, y'all. What up, Louis? How you doing, bro? Much love to you. We got Adair Soto with a 2. Says, yep. Nice. We got Cookie Kaiju with a 2. Says, Cozy Man Bun 33. Listen, stop making fun of the man bun, okay? It wasn't my decision. You guys lied to me in the chat. I went to the NPC. I talked to the NPC. Next thing I know, I have a man bun. That's not my fault. That's your guys' fault, okay? You did that during Griffcast. I didn't do it. Adair Soto with a $1.49 super sticker. Birthday cake. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate it. We got Just in Time with a 10. I prefer to come in here and crack wise, but what really pisses me off is how these actual grifters change word definitions. Gender affirmation in adults is a fetish. In children, it's child abuse. Fucking respect. Nice one, Just in Time. Nice one. I respect that. Thank you so much for the 10, brother. I agree. We got Anime Mania 500 gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Shout out to you, Anime Mania 500. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And then last but not least, over on YouTube, we have Dragon Hans for 1 month as a Bigot Army soldier with the salute emoji. Shout out to you, Dragon Hans. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm going to check over on Rumble really quick. I don't think we have... Well, you have 1 on Rumble, I believe. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, we got Anti-Federalist Pain with a 5 over on Rumble. And he says, Hypno, you will be the voices in my head as I clean my guns tonight. Make the voices say nice things. That's weird. Do not say that. Do not say that. The voices say just clean the guns and that's it. And put them away. That's it. That's all I can really say. Chicken Senpai decided to sneak in a $9.99 banger and again says absolutely nothing. What happened? Are you banned? Are you banned or are you purposely not saying anything? What's going on here? What's going on here? I'm worried. Chicken Senpai. I'm worried. I don't like this silent protagonist. I expect that from Forgotten Vet. I didn't think you'd do it too. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. Yeah, look, Adair Soto's nervous too. Look what you're doing to Adair Soto for 99 cents. This man is panicking. He's panicking. What's happening here? Save him. Save him. Shout out to Adair Soto. Thank you so much, man, for the 99 cents. All right, guys. I believe we are fully caught up everywhere. So shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for the insane pre-stream legend support. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to start off with the SBI video because it's an actual video reaction. And I want to be able to get as much of that as possible. And this is from our friends over at Master of the TDS. So we're going to bring that up and we're going to begin with that. We're going to begin. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Chicken set. What is with these silent protagonist super chats? And then Forgotten Vet followed it up as what are we doing? Are we just super chatting and not saying anything now? Is that the new trick? Is that the new trick? Chicken Senpai with a 1999 banger gets another McRib. By the way, can we talk about your profile picture? Can we talk about your profile picture? That shit's hilarious, bro. Shout out to Chicken Senpai. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 1999 silent protagonist banger. I appreciate it. And then the actual legendary silent protagonist, the one who started that, Mr. Forgotten Vet himself, with a $20 Shout out to Forgotten Vet. Thank you so much for that $20 banger, my good friend. I appreciate you, you absolute legend. Saying absolutely nothing and at the same time saying everything. And then Louis Messina gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you, Louis. I appreciate you. And then Adair Soto with a 99-cent super sticker. And he's nervous still. He's nervous still. Why he's so nervous. And then Tifa Lockhart winking. Oh, shit. Our current waifu battle champion. If you guys missed it yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen. It was wild what happened yesterday. So if you missed that, I highly implore you to go watch it or just hang out tonight. Whatever works. And whoa, what is going... Okay, I'm getting scared now. What is going on with these silent super chats, bro? What is happening? What is happening? How that we got a 50... Bro, what is happening right now? Hickory Excalibur just gifted a $49.99 Pink Boy. That is the first CKED nuke of the night. Shout out to the one and the only Hickory Excalibur. Thank you so much, man. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. That was legendary. We needed a CKED nuke. That's what we needed. And you delivered. Thank you so much, man. You are a fucking legend, bro. And then, bro, look at this. What is with these silent super chats? I'm getting worried here. I'm getting worried here. What is that? Psycho for a $1.99 says absolutely nothing. Literally nothing. What are we doing, bro? And then we got Mr. Rouge gifting a 5 membership banger. Shout out to Mr. Rouge with the 5 membership banger. Thank you so much, man. That is unbelievable. This guy drops bangers, bro, all the fucking time. It's insane, dude. I can't thank you enough. And then Welder Craig, for 3 months of being a bigot army soldier, gives me the salute. Shout out to Mr. Welder Craig. Thank you so much, man, for 3 months of support. You are a legend. And then over on Rumble, Anti-Federalist Pain for $1 says, well, my Hypno membership has expired on YouTube, so I will no longer be dual streaming. Y'all should come to Rumble where you can truly be ... bigots. And then he gives 1 membership to the Rumble chat. Thank you so much, Anti-Federalist Pain. I appreciate you, man. You fucking legend. He holds it down on Rumble. And then look at this guy, Scrap Gamer. Bro, what is happening? All right. What is happening, guys? What is happening? The chat is exploding. I'm looking at the fan funding screen. I'm trying to catch up. I'm struggling to catch up here. Scrap Gamer with a 10 says Vice is dumb. They used to be about journalism. Now it's about petty revenge. I'll be celebrating their downfall. Beer in one hand and pretzels in the other. Bro, I could definitely go for a pretzel right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't had a pretzel in so fucking long. I could definitely go for a pretzel. That's actually not a bad idea. Shout out to Scrap Gamer. Thank you so much. And then Mr. Rouge decided to drop yet another 5 membership banger. And then he followed it up right after that with another 5 membership banger. I hope you guys like your McRibs, because after Mr. Rouge dropped that 5 membership banger, Chicken Senpai is trying to become a silent protagonist with another 1999 super chat banger. Seriously, there's something hilarious about the silent protagonist thing when attached to a profile picture like this, right? I just feel like it's extra ridiculous because all I see is this profile picture just staring at me in silence after giving $20, and I'm like, it's a little bit strange. it's a little bit weird. But shout out to you. Shout out to Chicken Senpai. I appreciate that. And that, bro, Mr. Rouge, man. Mr. Rouge, listen. For the sake of time, Mr. Rouge, I'm going to combine your 1, 2, 3 fucking 5 membership bangers back to back right after that. I'm going to give you 1 8-Bit Eric and 1 Nuke because this is getting ridiculous now. Mr. Rouge was like, you know what? I know other people drop 50 membership bangers, but what he's going to do is he's going to drop a 50 membership banger or close to it, but he's going to split it up into multiple iterations of 5 because he's got to be different. he's got to be different, bro. Shout out to Mr. Rouge. I mean, what is that? Bro, what is that? How many memberships is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He gifted 25 memberships 5 times. What a fucking boss, bro. Holy shit, dude. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, Mr. Rouge. And then Mr. Adair Soto with a $2 says, Yahoo! Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. And then he did a 99-cent super sticker with the dazed emoji. And then War Wizard for $1.99 says, ominous silence. Yeah, that's how I feel whenever I see a super chat that doesn't have anything in there. I just feel like it's ominous silence. And then Fluffy Murder Machine is trying to troll me with a 2 months membership chat saying absolutely nothing. So he's trying to be a silent protagonist on top of that. And then Dragon with a 2 says Raging Demon. Akuma says nothing. That's just scary at this point. And then Hickory Excalibur again, bro. What are we doing? Bro, guys. We're going crazy right now. I appreciate it, but holy shit, man. Hickory Excalibur with a $19.99. He says to buy that pretzel. Oh my God, dude. Shout out to Hickory Excalibur. Thank you so much for that $20 banger. You are an absolute legend. You didn't have to, but you did. And I appreciate it. I really do. And bro, this fucking guy, dude. This profile picture just makes it even more ridiculous. I'm telling you. Every time I see a big super chat and this fucking thing is staring at me on the screen, I'm like, what is this? Chicken Senpai. Chicken Senpai with a $49.99 massive pink boy mega banger. Shout out to Chicken Senpai, bro. For the $49.99 pink boy. You didn't have to, but you did. I don't know who's going to get banned on YouTube first from super chatting. You or Mr. Rouge. Seriously, if you guys keep going, let's relax a little. Don't end up like Crimson Jet. Fucking Crimson Jet got banned for like 2 days from super chatting, and then yesterday he drops a $500 red boy during the waifu battle. Like, what the fuck? What is going on? Yamato, 85 for $1. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. Quantum DeLorean for $4.99 doesn't say anything either. This has to be a new thing. I think Forgotten Vet has absolutely inspired people to be silent protagonists. I think that's exactly what's going on here. Quantum DeLorean says absolutely nothing. And then last but not least, we have Angmar WK with $4.99 says, fun fact, koi fish always travel in groups of 3 with 1 phony. If attacked, koi A, B, and C will scatter, leaving behind the D, koi in honor of ABF. That was painful. That was painful. Shout out to Angmar. Thank you so much for the $4.99. And then Adair Soto for a 5 with the ha 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 super sticker. Thank you so much, man. Monkey Man 04 with a 2 says absolutely nothing. Of course not. Of course, this is going to be the thing now. This is going to be the ultimate troll. Mr. Spanger's Coffee for $1.89 says, fuck the pretzel, for fuck's sakes, get a churro. You would say that, sir. And then Adair Soto for the $1 super chat says absolutely nothing. Because he can't. So there's that. Let me check Rumble really quick, and then we would hopefully be good to go. Let me see. This has been wild, bro. Crashman Boy for $1 on Rumble says, Dora, can you find the black man? He's not in the Amazon. He's not in the fields. Is he in the KFC? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Crashman for $1. By the way, this is Bennett on YouTube. Oh, that makes sense. Also, got a question. Why are black people so good at basketball? Because it involves running, shooting, and stealing. Wow. This man has found his new home, I think, in Rumble. I think he's found his new home in Rumble. I think he is extremely excited to be on Rumble right now. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate it. Okay. All right, listen. We are not fully caught up. Hypno's dual-wielding Chancla Cabrito for a 2 says absolutely nothing. God damn, bro. What is going on? And then Peter Panties. What the fuck is Peter? What is this profile picture? How did you just one-up Chicken Senpai for one of the weirdest profile pictures I've ever seen? What is this? Peter Panties. This is the craziest, like, what the fuck is this? Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. What? Is that Jimmy Neutron, the adult edition? What is that? What is this? Oh my God, bro. Just go with it? Yeah, no, I can't just go with it. Look at the way that thing is staring at me. Look at the way it's staring at me. Oh my God, man. And Colonel Ruff with $1. Thank you. Somebody with a normal fucking profile picture. Shout out to Colonel Ruff. Thank you for the $1, man. I appreciate it. All right, guys, listen. We are fully caught up. Let's get into the content before these people start going crazy again, man. All right, listen, if you guys are unaware, there is a brand new video from our friends over at Gothic Therapy. Master of the TDS and Writing Raven has made a new video talking about SBI, essentially. And it's very interesting. Let's get our waifu champion off the screen first off, because those cities were very distracting. And we are going to go into, where is it at? Where is it at? Why is it not working? Come on. Come on. Why is this not working? I don't understand. There we go. Boom. Okay. So they made a new video talking about a new leak that they have for SBI. Now, Master of the TDS and Gothic Therapy in general has been 100% working their ass off on pretty much exposing a couple of companies. You know, Wings, whatever they call Wings Interactive was one of them. And a lot of them seem to all be tied to SBI, ironically, in some way, shape, or form. So ultimately, it all comes down to following the trail that SBI has left behind, regarding their finances and their grifting and all that stuff, whatever the case may be. And just going over, things that they like to do as a company, which I feel like people should know about, right? So SBI has tried to be very silent over the last year or so, ever since the whole debacle happened. But let it be known, they've been doing things behind closed doors. As you guys have been aware, we've reacted to GDC videos. We've reacted to different interviews that Kim Belair and other people have had that have worked for SBI. So Gothic Therapy has been doing a lot of good work, because to be honest with you, for me, like there's so many things happening. It's very hard to go down the rabbit hole of all these different things that are happening at once. So it seems like there are multiple channels out there that have decided to make certain things their specialty. And Master of the TDS and Writing Raven have absolutely made their specialty investigating companies, which I think is great. Them and Madam Savvy as well. They really go into the deep dive of doing this stuff. So I figure let's react to this video because I'm curious to see what's going on here. And then we will kind of go from there. It's only 7 minutes long, so we'll react to this, and then we're going to get into the other content. But I wanted to do the reaction first, so let's go.
You've heard the sound bites. Go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
And if I can't sell them on, hey, don't do that, I can instill fear by suggesting that once it gets past us, someone else will take them down for this.
For years, Kim Belair and Sweet Baby Inc. called it branding. Cheeky, disruptive, harmless, right? But today, we're done pretending. Because now we have the receipts.
I think it's hilarious that the person who is usually involved in making women so androgynous looking happens to have some of the widest fucking hips and one of the thickest asses that I've ever seen one of these developers ever have, to be honest with you. I just think it's hilarious, right? Like, you as a woman who has all the natural born curves that a woman has because you have wider hips naturally, you like to make your women look like men. It's just fucking weird. It's like, do you look in the mirror? Do you look in the, do you want to donate your ass? I'm sure there are flat-assed women out there that would love to have a little bit of what you have. You know what I mean? Like, just give it out at this point.
A leaked clip from a real internal discussion where Sweet Baby Inc. didn't advise, they pushed again and again until the studio broke. This isn't narrative design, it's narrative domination. And this time, no spin can save.
People are saying she's flat. She is not flat, bro. She is not flat, bro. You're out of your mind. Listen, Kim Belair is a piece of shit. Don't get me wrong, but she is absolutely thick. You're crazy if you think otherwise. Actually, Bird Dog says it in the chat. Bird Dog says it in the chat. He says that it's not about that. It's about denying men. You know what? You're right. You're 100% right. It's not about making ugly women. It's about denying men the existence of women, like natural born women like that. Yeah, you're actually right about that. 100%.
Hello. What is going on, everybody? It is Master of the TDS, and I'm joined by my lovely wife,
Writing Raven.
Welcome back to the channel.
Before we jump in, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because when we say you'll want to be here for the next one, we mean it.
Today's leak isn't theory. It isn't out of context. This is Sweet Baby Inc. admitting on camera that they wore a game studio down on purpose. You know the quotes. Terrify your marketing team, instill fear. People said it was just Kim.
People are saying the video's a bit loud. Okay, well, I'll just lower it a little bit. Here you go.
Being spicy.
But this time, it's not Kim. It's Cameron Wild, Sweet Baby's narrative designer. Kim's
this fucking creature, man. This is the person that said they want to burn the gaming industry down to the ground. Isn't that this person? That's who said they said they want to burn the gaming industry down to the ground. That's what SBI, wants to do and all that stuff.
Ally, Kim's employee, and the same person who once said, "I'm here to burn it all down."
Oh, there you go. there you go. I should have just waited like 10 seconds and I would have got my answer, but yeah, I figured that was this particular person.
Totally normal, healthy.
Hey, what body type do you think this person is? Because we all go by body types now. So, what do you think? Are we going with a solid body type B? Well, actually, hold on. Are we using Elder Scrolls logic? Because then that means that body type B is male, and body type A is female. So, are we going with a body type B here? What body type do you think they go by?
Consulting energy, right?
But this time, it's not branding. It's not cheeky. In this leaked clip, Cameron admits to hammering a studio again and again and again until they caved.
Not persuaded, not enlightened, broken.
This isn't narrative guidance. This is brute force submission. And once you hear it, you'll realize this isn't an exception. It's the playbook.
Roll the clip.
Definitely there have been moments. I can think of one.
Got that HRT voice going on right now. Either that or it's just a really terrible microphone, which, by the way, I find it odd that all of these people, these fucking consultants that work, they do constant Zoom calls all the time. They can't invest in a halfway decent microphone or a headset that makes them sound anything better than a fucking scam caller at a call center. Like, I just don't understand the lack of professionalism, but whatever anyway.
In particular, don't need to get into the specifics of the game, but it was a situation where the identity of the characters was fairly important that we get it right. And in this situation, we actually had to have a more heart-to-heart, really foundational conversation about these are some of the experiences that you are necessarily going to invoke, or some of the messages that you are going to invoke, some of the implications you are going to invoke, regardless of whether you want to or not. It's not a question of like, are you doing it well, or are you doing it badly? It's just, it's there. And so here are the options for how that could go. And this was a pretty, I would say, like unique situation where they were willing to take days out of their time to talk with us about it. And I think in that situation, it was, as a marginalized person, I felt making myself very vulnerable.
Oh my god, bro. I don't think I can ever understand what it's like to be somebody who walks around this planet and refers to themselves as a marginalized person every chance they get. I don't think I can ever understand what it's like to live at that level of perpetual victimhood where you have to remind yourself and other people that you are marginalized every chance you get in a conversation. Like, who gives a fuck, bro? You really think you're such a goddamn victim? Are you serious right now? You think you're so marginalized? You think there are people out there that are trying to keep you down? The evil white man is trying. The only person who keeps you down is yourself. That is it. There are plenty of successful black people that are out there that have beaten the supposed system that you are claiming is keeping you down, and yet somehow, some way, the thousands of fucking black millionaires out there, maybe even more than that, are doing perfectly fine. It doesn't even have to be millionaires. There are thousands upon thousands of successful black people that make a great living, that provide for their families, that do everything they have to do, and yet you're over here trying to say that the system is keeping you down. Yeah, it's the system that's keeping you down. Mind you, you're in fucking Canada, bro. You're in Canada. Canada is like one of the #1 DEI countries in the world, and yet you are still claiming to be marginalized. How the fuck does that even work? How does that even work? So that tells me that DEI doesn't work then. That's what that tells me. If you're trying to claim to be marginalized still, and you live in a country like Canada, that tells me that DEI clearly is not working if you're still marginalized. I thought the whole point of DEI was to try to fix marginalization. So what are we doing?
And being brutally honest of just like, hey, I think what you're doing is not cool. And then being met with a less than optimal response to that, and then having to say it again, and then again and again. What I would take...
Peace out. See you later, Magnetic Banana. I mean, we are going to cover other topics, but I understand. It's only a couple minutes, but I get it. It's rough. It's rough. I get it. Peace out.
Out of that, what I have taken out of that in hindsight is know where your personal and professional limit is. Choose your battles. Decide as much as you can which hills you're willing to die on and which, maybe you would rather not. I think that really will serve you well, and get very specific about your priorities. Be willing to let certain things go, maybe, but that comes with experience. That's not something that I knew in the moment. I think in hindsight, I will say I wish I had been a little less vulnerable. And so that is a very valuable piece of information that I now have about myself.
Let's break this down.
Bro, what the fuck did they even say? What did they even say? That was like 3 minutes of just mumble jumble bullshit that accounted for absolutely nothing. It led to absolutely nothing. Like, what did you even say? It's gibberish. Exactly, Falstaff. Just fucking gibberish. Like, what is that even? All I got from that was, woe is me, I'm marginalized. That's all I got from that.
Wasn't hyperbole. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't taken out of context.
That was Cameron Wild describing how they kept pressing a studio again and again and again until the studio gave up.
They didn't collaborate. They didn't find middle ground. The studio just surrendered.
They even said the first response was less than optimal. So instead of respecting that, they went harder.
And when pushing didn't work fast enough, they got emotional. Not to connect, but to guilt, to manipulate.
Yeah, so basically, Sweet Baby Inc. is not the company that you think does what you know. Whatever the fucking saying is, Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't do what you think they do. They do exactly what you think they do. If not, probably worse, to be honest with you. We probably don't even know the full extent of what they are even capable of or what they've gotten away with. Let's just be real. You know? Because when you threaten people with bad PR, when you threaten people with bad press in a company, I'm sure on the inside, these people have done ungodly amount of things to ensure that they get their way. Whatever that may be. So I'm not surprised in the slightest.
Then Cameron said, I wish I had been less vulnerable. Not because they went too far, but because they resent needing to.
They didn't want dialogue, they wanted obedience, and they were pissed it took effort to get it.
And then came the kicker. People need to be willing to let things go. But they weren't talking about themselves, they were talking about the devs.
Oh yeah, the people who can't let things go are the ones that are trying to tell you that you should be okay with letting things go. Yeah, you mean like the same people who are currently complaining about the fact that there is a mod that exists to replace body type 1 and 2 with male and female? The same people who say it's not a big deal? The same people who say, why are you complaining? Stop being a chud. It's not a big deal. Just go play video games. And yet they never play video games and they're always complaining if you remove their ideology. It's like unbelievable.
So let's call this what it is.
We got a raid. Hold on, we got a raid on Rumble. We got a raid. Dark Mages raided the stream. Hey, Dark Mages, thank you so much for the raid, bro.
They're collaborators. But when studios push back, they pressure, they push, and they break you down.
And now they've admitted it. In their own words, no spin, no plausible deniability.
So the next time Sweet Baby Inc. smiles at the camera and says,
I'm the CEO of Sweet Baby Inc., which, contrary to popular belief, is not a D.
Oh shit, it's our boy, Mr. Oh shit.
DEI company, but a narrative development company.
Remember this.
Yeah, the DEI company that for some reason every single panel they're on is always DEI focused. Every single interview that they're on and talking about happens to be DEI focused, but they're totally not a DEI company. Nope. Everything that they do is based off of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and their narrative consulting is based off of that as well. And they do it through the eyes of DEI. They've admitted this. They've said that they do it through the eyes of inclusion, which means that you are some form of a DEI company, and yet they totally don't do that, right? They don't do that at all. Nope.
This moment.
Because what they call help was emotional pressure. It was brute force narrative control. It was breaking down the developers until they gave in.
Peace out, Will the fans. I appreciate you, brother.
This confirms everything we've warned you about. The fear, the manipulation, the coercive tactics, and the industry silence that lets it thrive.
But not anymore. You've heard it. They can't walk it back. And they can't pretend we imagined it.
So share it, clip it, blow it up.
Because the louder this gets, the harder it becomes for them to hide behind that smile.
And if you work in games, ask yourself, are you telling your story or are they?
Sweet Baby doesn't do what gamers think it does?
Well, now, that's verifiably false.
And then being met with a less than optimal response to that, and then having to say it again, and then again and again, and then having to say it again, and then again and again.
Yeah, so they don't take no for an answer, basically. They just keep going and going and going until they get exactly what they want. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand. I do understand how these people keep getting hired. I do understand how these people keep getting jobs. I get it. Because it's cheaper for a company to pay a consultancy firm and use them as a shield for any criticism that may come their way. When it comes to anything that might be considered racist, sexist, or whatever, they can say, well, we hired consultants. Look, they're in the credits. This is who we hired. And they told us this was okay. They did our sensitivity reading. They did all this fucking nonsense. Oh God, it is so like, it is so boring. Like, I really don't know how much to say it other than that. It is so fucking boring, man. These people who walk around, claim to be marginalized, but they make $150,000, $200,000 a year in Canada, mind you. It's like, oh yeah, you probably feel marginalized because your country's taking 2/3 of your fucking money in taxes, but that's not my fault, regardless. But in any case, this is a good video from Gothic Therapy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link it right now in the chat. Let me link it in the chat, guys. Consider checking out Gothic Therapy if you guys enjoy the content that you just saw. If you enjoy the content you just saw, consider subscribing to their channel if you like it. And if you don't, well, tell them where you found it and where you saw it, because it's good. It's good stuff. They do really, really good work. So much to the point where all these companies hate them. Listener Conte apparently hates the shit out of them now. And I'm sure a lot of their people that work along in the same, little community that they have, they all hate Gothic Therapy now. They all hate Master to TDS, and they're getting a lot of shit for it. So, all right, guys, we already hit tier 2, which is fucking insane. So here we go. Shout out to all you guys. God damn, bro. We can stop spamming the chat now. We can stop spamming the chat now. Thank you guys so much. Tier 2 already. Jesus, that was unbelievably fast. I didn't realize we were even close to tier 2. When the hell did that happen? Jesus. All right, let's before we catch up on super chats, we're gonna do the second main topic of the night. We're gonna knock out the 2 main topics of the night first, and then we're gonna get into the super chats and then do some fast topics and then close out the stream with a crazy waifu battle like we always do. So we got this one right here. Okay, so Nexus mods. I made a video about this today, and this video, needless to say, is blowing up. Okay, it's got like 50,000 views, something like that. I don't know, I don't remember. But Nexus mods put out a statement. Okay, they put out a statement earlier today talking about the mod about body type 1 and 2. And how, obviously there's a mod that replaced body type 1 and 2 with male and female. They put out this statement, and needless to say, this is the most politically correct bullshit statement that I've read in a long time. And it's nothing short for Nexus mods, right? This is what I expect from Nexus mods. This is a similar statement that they put out during the whole Marvel Rivals banning of the Trump mod. Remember when there was a Trump mod for Captain America in Marvel Rivals? They put out a statement. They said, well, we banned the Joe Biden one too, so look at us being politically neutral. It's like, yeah, but what about the other shit that you did? And they're like, well, forget about that. So now they put out this statement, and it says from Picky Saurus. This is a community manager, I'm assuming, over at Nexus Mods. They said the following: community notice regarding this mod, and this mod is talking about the male and female mod. It says this mod has been and likely will continue to be a source of controversy within the community. After a thorough review, we have determined that the content of the mod itself does not violate our community guidelines. However, due to the nature of the topic, which often attracts intense and sometimes hostile discussion, the comment section will remain locked to prevent further escalation. Then it says they should have just stopped there, in my opinion. They should have just stopped there and not continued, but of course they had to drum up some bullshit. So then they said, why was the original upload removed? They said there has been a lot of speculation and misinformation regarding the removal of the original upload. To clarify, the mod was not taken down because of its content. Bullshit, right? As stated in the ban notice, it was removed due to the uploader's behavior. Shout out to True North. He said, I second that. Don't be poor. True North is calling people poor. That's crazy. He says, to clarify, the mod was not taken down because of its content. As stated in the ban notice, it was removed due to the uploader's behavior. In the comments, the uploader expressed an intent to incite drama and endorse an external site explicitly designed to host inflammatory content. This kind of behavior directly violates our community standards. We recognize that mods like this can bring sensitive discussions around gender and identity to the forefront. While these are important conversations, our platform exists to support creative expression in modding, not to serve as a battleground for the broader cultural or political debates. What we will not tolerate is trolling, harassment, discrimination, or any form of toxicity that these discussions may provoke. Our commitment remains the same, to keep modding accessible and welcoming for everyone. I wonder if they genuinely, I really wonder if they genuinely believe the bullshit that they're saying. I really do. Do they believe their own bullshit? I just highly doubt that, right? So then they said, please note the following. Any re-uploads of this content or any derivative content intended to circumvent this policy will be removed. Abusive behavior in comments or posts will result in moderation actions. There is no need to report this mod page. If you'd prefer not to see this content, we encourage you to make use of the content blocking tools by blocking the real world issues, tag, or the author 7H3 Laughing Man. Hey, we got Laughing Man in the chat. We have a Laughing Man in the chat. Was this you? Was this you, Laughing Man? So let's kind of break this down, right? So they say that the actual content of the mod is not violating their community guidelines. I don't believe this at all, right? I don't believe this at all, because at the end of the day, there has been mods that are exactly like this for other video games that have been removed, and they never once reference the uploader as being the problem for the mod's removal. They never once referenced that at all. This is some brand new bullshit as an excuse as to why they removed this mod. Number two, you never see them remove anything from their website unless it is something that is considered criminal or it is something that is considered right-wing ideology, right? Whatever they may tie to that, right? Although I just considered it to be normal ideology at this point. If you want male and female instead of type 1 and type 2, that shouldn't be a right-wing or a left-wing thing. That should just be a normal thing. But, I digress anyway. So it's complete and utter bullshit, right? These are the same people that banned the Angraboda mod, right? If you guys remember the God of War mod that turned Angraboda from a black little girl to a white girl or a white Viking girl, they banned that one. This is the same one that has race swap mods being banned, right? They banned the mod that turned, what the fuck was his name in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? I don't know, the black guy. I fucking forgot his name. I'm so retarded today. Musa, right? Musa, was that his name? Musa. They banned the mod that race swap Musa and turned him into a white man. But they didn't ban the mod that turns fucking Henry into Musa. It's like, what? So hold on. You can turn Henry into a black man, but you can't turn Musa into a white man. You serious right now? And these are the same people that have a black Geralt of Rivia mod that is available on their website with no problems whatsoever. These are the same people that specifically stated, okay? They specifically stated that they removed the American flag mod for Spider-Man 2 that turned all the gay flags into American flags, which is essentially the same thing here. It's the same thing here. They said they removed it because they're against bigotry. They said they removed it because they are against anything that affects marginalized people. So you cannot then sit here and suddenly say, well, this mod that has to do with gender in the same way that the Spider-Man 2 mod had to do with gender and ideology and all that stuff. You can't say that now all of a sudden that it's okay for your community guidelines, but the only reason you removed it is because of the person who uploaded it. Miss me with that fucking bullshit, Nexus mods. Come on, man. Come on, man. You guys know that this is not true. You guys know that this is not true, right? I would rather they just be honest, because at this point, people have already decided that they're most likely going to boycott Nexus mods to some extent. I see people leaving Nexus mods all the time to go to what do you call it? to go to like DEG mods and other websites as well. Right? Like there are so many websites out there. And again, if you guys haven't checked out some of them, you should. I'm not a modder, so perhaps you should ask around and talk to people who are. But I know that there are websites like DEG mods that don't practice censorship. They allow these mods to exist. There's no reason to use Nexus mods anymore. Nexus mods is the most famous one, but they shouldn't be anymore. They have been long irrelevant for I don't even know how long now. So J Viper says, check the ban notice. I mean, this is a screenshot. I can't actually check the ban notice because I'm not on their website. This is a screenshot of the actual, you know, the situation. Yeah, I would never fucking go to Nexus mods. Absolutely not. I refuse. I never had an account with them. I would never even bother because I already knew what they're like. So again, boys, so we all know this is bullshit. So people looked at this and they had a little bit of a melty melt about it. Right? And people have been talking about it on Twitter. They've been engaging in conversation about it. And rightfully so. Nexus mods is flat out lying to you. Nexus mods is flat out lying to the whoever they, you know, who is this laughing man? They're lying about this guy. I don't know what website they're referencing. He probably ended up linking it to Twitter. Most likely, I gotta imagine. He probably ended up linking it to Twitter. Which is why they considered it to be a website that is meant for inflammatory content, whatever the fuck that means. Yeah, no, Paper Liger, I would never use their website. I would never give them ad revenue, nothing, literally nothing, never. So Tiberius says, to be honest, I think Nexus mods is only really relevant because of the Fallout New Vegas. Other than that game, I can't really recall being told about it for mods. Well, I mean, at some point they became somewhat relevant and they took advantage of it, and now they feel like they are too big to fail. So here's the reason why I think they're backtracking on this. I think they've realized, and I think Asmongold agreed with this, but I had said this in my video, so I highly doubt he watched it. But regardless, I said this in my video earlier today when I reported on this. I tried to report on it as fast as possible because I saw it and I was like, oh, they actually responded. Wow, people need to know about this. So I said in my video that I think it's pretty obvious what's going on. I think Nexus Mods understands that there is competition out there now. I think they understand that there is no such thing as being too big to fail. You're only a modding website, bro. You know what I mean? You're just a modding website. Like you're not offering a service that is considered fucking quintessential and like you're just a modding website. You could be easily replaced. Easily. So I think they realize that the competition is definitely heating up. I think websites like DEG Mods has absolutely blown up in popularity lately. Jay Viber says, DM me a screen cap. Okay, I'll check it out after this. They absolutely know the competition has ramped up. And they know, like, every time I see something happen with Nexus Mods, bro, DEG Mods is right there advertising their website. And I can't blame them. I can't blame them. I'm like, you know what? If your competition is deciding to give you free lunch because they think they have too much, only to not realize that the famine is about to hit them and they're going to have no food soon, you better take that fucking lunch and hold on to it. There is no reasons not to. You know what I'm saying? They are giving you free food. Take it. Take it. Take advantage of the situation. Take advantage of them just thinking they're too big to fail. Just take it. Because they're doing it, right? Or better yet, if they're asleep at the wheel and they think that they're too big to fail and they have no competition, you should show them exactly what happened to Nintendo when Power World got released. Because that's exactly what's happening here. So Nexus Mods thought that they were too big to fail, and Nexus Mods thought they had a, you know, I guess you could say a monopoly on the situation. And they're going to find out really quickly that that's not the case. And I think they've been finding out for a while. So that's why I think it's hilarious that they're backtracking and saying that this mod that has to do with gender is suddenly not against community guidelines, but then the Spider-Man 2 mod that had to do with gender ideology was somehow against their community guidelines and they had to take it down. It's like you are completely full of shit and you know that you're full of shit. Shout out to Jeremy Webb, bro. I see you in the chat, man. I hope you're doing okay. I'm going to catch up on Super Chats in a second. So let's take a look at Jay Viper's screen cap. Let's see what Jay Viper's got. Hold on. So let's see what we got here. Okay. So this picture came from J Viper. So shout out to him for sending this to us. Account banned ultra pouring. Ultra pouring has been banned from Nexus mods for violating our community rules. So wait, is ultra pouring? This is a different person. This is a different person, right? Like this is not. Hold on, this is not Laughing Man, right? Or is it Laughing Man? I'm confused. You said that's from their direct link? Okay. It seems like it's a different person. Yeah, it's a different person. So ultra pouring, I think I know who this is. Ultra pouring is a person who decided to re-upload the mod. If I'm not mistaken. I believe they re-uploaded the mod. Because I remember seeing on Twitter somebody talking about ultra pouring and how they were banned for re-uploading the male-female mod. But anyway, I'm going to read it. So ultra pouring has been banned from Nexus mods for violating our community rules. Here is the reason. Posting an intentionally antagonistic mod with intention to evade the rules. The mod altered the body types in the Oblivion remake from 1 and 2 to male and female. While the modification itself is not inherently a problem, the intention of the author is the problem. What? But it's a modding website. What are you talking about? If the mod is not a problem, why can't you just let the mod be? How? Wait, hold on. This is gaslighting to the max, bro. When a user reported that they had archived the mod on a website dedicated to archiving TOS breaking content on Nexus mods and other modding websites with a particular focus on bigotry. Oh, there it is. There it is. A focus on bigotry. Listen, they can try to mask themselves as much as they want, but the fucking truth is going to come out at some point every single time. There it is. The word bigotry. The author replied, awesome. Thanks for picking up on my intentions. For my file submission guidelines, files that remove gender identity, including pronouns from a game that have been intentionally put in place by a game developer when the removal was clearly to be divisive or to cause hostility within the community or marginalize specific groups. Bro, get out of here. Get out of here with this, bro. Get out of here. So this is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the Spider-Man thing. This is what they said during the Spider-Man thing. This is the same exact thing. So now they put out a statement talking about there was nothing wrong with the mod. Bro, you are so full of shit. Oh my God, dude. You guys clearly are politically affected by this mod. You are clearly ideologically affected by this mod. This mod makes you cope and seethe. The mere existence of this mod makes you cope and seethe to the point where you are now getting angry at the uploader who is trolling you, who says, awesome, thanks for picking up on my intentions, and with the waving emoji. Like, you're getting trolled by this guy, and you're choosing to ban him for, I don't know, felting you? I really have no idea. These people are basically the equivalent of the 4chan fucking moderators, bro. That's what it is. These people are drunk with power. The Nexus mods moderators are drunk with power. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to ban anybody that even comes close to questioning our ideology. But they're totally not about that, though. Remember, they're totally not about that, though. They're totally not ideologically driven, right? Oh, and what was that last bit? Hold on. What was that last bit? This is the greatest part right here, right? Can I zoom in on this? Hold on. Our commitment remains the same to keep modding accessible and welcoming for everyone. Bro. Where is my... I don't have the clip, but I have the sound. Fuck it.
Ready? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Bro, they are so full of shit. They are so full of shit. You're such a liar. Oh my God, dude. Yo, Jeremy Webb, I see the red boy, bro. I'm just finishing this segment, and I'm going to get into it, brother. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much. I really hope you're okay out there. So let's read this. Reference below are the links where the infractions took place where relevant. Some links may point to hidden, deleted, or restricted content that can only be accessed by moderators. So hold on. So where did this... Did they post this on Did they post this on their website, Jay Viper? Did they post this on their website? I think this is crazy, man. But listen, you already know where the gaslight's coming. You already know what's going to happen, right? So the gaslight's going to come where the people who are for this, they're going to say, well, it's a private company. They could do what they want. You already know. You already know that's coming. I'm not even going to bother, right? I'm not even going to bother because those fucking people, they are the most pathetic corporate bootlicking people that live in this world. I swear to God. They're always going to say that. They're like, oh, it's a private company. They could do what they want. Well, here's what it is, right? Yo, Jeremy Webb, thank you for the 20 memberships. True North, thank you for the 10 memberships. I'm going to go over them in a minute. I'm sorry. I'm almost done. You guys are legends. Thank you. So they're going to say this, but here's the thing, right? Yeah, exactly. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Exactly. Yeah, all that stuff. I get it. I get it. But here's the thing, right? So if you say something like that, you better be able to hope that you could back it up. And I just think it's ironic that you're over here trying to convince everybody that you're totally going to allow content like this as long as it's not being used to troll or be whatever, right? Whatever excuse. You realize that trolling, harassment, and discrimination is all going to be based on whether or not the moderators view it as such, not if it actually is. So if the person is posting a mod like that, these moderators are going to automatically view it as one of those three things. The person is trolling, the person is trying to cause harassment, or the person is trying to do discrimination. They're going to view it as such and immediately delete it. It's a loophole that allows them to do this with a content that doesn't technically violate their community guidelines. That's what it is. That's all it is. It allows them to have that loophole to do whatever the fuck they want. And it just so happens that they do that with content that they try to deem as being, you know, I guess against progressive ideology. That's really what it's about. That's what it's about. So here's what I'm going to say to kind of end this particular segment. I'm going to put it to you like this. Number one, if you are still using Nexus mods, I beg of you, and I don't normally like to tell people what to do. You know what? I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you flat out, you should probably reevaluate your decision. If you are somebody who is a modder, again, I'm not a modder, but if you are somebody who utilizes mods and you like modding your video games, I highly implore for you to check out other websites. I really do. I highly implore that you do that because this fucking company is absolutely full of shit in every way, shape, or form. Here's what I would respect it if they would do the following, right? So with controversial mods like this, that you know is going to cause a conversation, right? We already know that. If you have a problem with the conversation that's being had around these mods, if you were to let the mod exist but lock down the thread, I don't think I would have a problem with that. Me personally, because the conversation is going to go to another forum on your website anyway. But at least you lock down the thread and you let the mod exist and you could let people download or not download, but at least you avoid the crazy conversation that's going to come from these mods. Because these mods are always going to cause these conversations. Always. Just lock down the fucking thread and let the mod exist, right? But you're not doing that. You're choosing to not only silence the conversation, but you're also choosing to remove the mod as well, which means that you are deciding based off your ideology what is allowed and what is not allowed. And that's where it becomes bullshit, right? Because again, you just admitted that the mod does not violate your community guidelines. So because you just admitted that opened you up to so much criticism. Truthfully, that opened you up to so much criticism because now people can argue, well, it doesn't actually violate your guidelines, so what are you doing? Why are you taking it down? LBC Andrew says the mod exists now and the thread is locked down. That's how it should be. That's how it genuinely should be. If you're going to upload mods like this and the moderators feel like this is going to cause an issue, lock down the thread, stop the conversation, but let the mod able to be downloaded or not. Or let it be able to be upvoted, downvoted, however it works. I don't know how it works. But you get what I'm saying. And just leave the actual discussion forums for the conversation at hand. You can have separate forums that handle conversations like that. But the actual mod itself, just lock it down. I feel like that's the easiest thing in the world to do. Anyway, so like I keep telling you guys, I know DEG Mods, the person behind that website, I think they watch my content. I mean, I've seen them like some of my stuff on Twitter and comment on some of my videos. I think I saw them comment on my video when I first talked about them. I don't know if they did recently. But that's a website that I hear a lot of good things about. So if you're a modder, perhaps check out DEG Mods and see if it's for you. Or check out some other websites. If people have recommendations, definitely go check it out because, I mean, at this point, Nexus Mods clearly doesn't give a fuck. So that's just what it is. All right, let's catch up on Super Chats because we've had some absolutely crazy bangers that we need to go over. And then we're going to cover some fast topics. We got to talk about Expedition 33, Marathon, Ubisoft, all kinds of shit. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get into it, boys. Where do I even begin? You guys have been so kind, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. Eric Jenkins with 199 says, Snail Trail, I said what I said. This fucking guy. Dragon with a 5. These studios are weak. They will send lawyers after us, but don't have the guts to go after SPI. I'm talking about AAA companies. Well, that's because it's not about having the guts to go after SPI. Quite frankly, they just agree with SPI. That's just what it is. So, Toasty with the Mosey for $4.99. Thanks for the raid. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I was saying, like, I was looking when I was playing Expedition. I was like, who's live? And then I saw people who were live, and I'm like, I don't really get to raid Toasty that often. Let me raid Toasty. So, shout out to you, Toasty. Thank you so much for the $4.99. You didn't have to, but you did. Miss Sparkles for $2. I need my body pillow hypno. Go to CKED. CKED is selling body pillows. I don't know if you're aware of that, but go to CKED. He'll sell you a body pillow. It's only about 2 inches tall, but it should work fine. Don't worry about it. Eric Jenkins for $189. X for bullshit. Facts. Archangelus for a 2. These folks are so full of it. They really are. They genuinely are. Raptor Kratos with a 5. Is that why they banned the American flag mod for Spider-Man 2017? Exactly. Exactly. I'm glad that people remember that. Never forget that, because that was one of the biggest signs that Nexus Mods is an ideologically driven company. And I'm glad people continue to remind them that they won't forget about that. Dragon with a 5. They should show us and what was inflaming the community. Sure, they won't, because it's bullshit. Exactly. They're never going to show you. They're only going to tell you about it and then lock it down and pretend like it's the truth. Jeremy Webb. Hold on, let me bring this over to my other screen here. There we go. Jeremy Webb, bro. Number one, shout out to you. He says, might be back soon. Some issues with my arm. Still love to be here. Also, Laughing Man is a ghost in the show enemy. Yeah, but we had somebody in our chat called Laughing Man that watches myself, Smash AT, and whatnot. He's a frequent watcher, so that's why I just made the joke. But you, my good man, I hope that you're okay overseas. Whatever's wrong with your arm, I hope it's nothing serious. And we're going to start you off with an 8-bit Eric. Here we go. And even if you do end up coming back home sooner rather than later, I'm not gonna lie to you, that'll actually be good, man. Because you being overseas, I think I'm like, damn, how's Jeremy doing? I hope Jeremy's fine. So shout out to you, man. Happy to see you, and I hope your arm is all right, man. Stop jerking off so much. We got Randall Hess gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Shout out to Randall Hess. I appreciate that. And then this fucking guy decided to drop an absolute insane banger of a $100 Red Boy Mega Banger. Shout out to Jeremy Webb. He says, I miss just watching your stuff, but not good around Syria. Now this place is horrid and with a lot of religion issues here. I can't go anymore based on work, but hope to be back by November. Dude, as long as you come back in one piece, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters, dude. Shout out to you for the $100 Red Boy Mega Banger. You didn't have to, but you did. And I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. You are a legend. Let me keep going. Some of these super chats got hidden. We got True North with the 10 membership banger. Shout out to True North. This man just started dropping bombs in the chat. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, True North, for those 10 memberships, making the chat just a little bit more green. And then Jeremy Webb decided to follow up his $100 Red Boy with a 20 membership mega banger. Shout out to Jeremy Webb with a 20 membership mega banger right after that. I appreciate you, you fucking legend. You didn't have to, but you did. And then you decided for some reason, bro, how are you not banned on YouTube by now? Seriously, I figured they would have, like, they would try to stop you from super chatting at this point. Jeremy Webb donated a $200. I'm just going to play the clip. Jeremy Webb, for a $200 Red Boy mega banger, says, sorry, I also think this is funny. Here is some big bang for the dumb butts out there. Shout out to you, man. Between you and True North, I don't know who's going crazier right now. Jeremy Webb, thank you so much, man. Again, seriously, with all seriousness, I really hope that you're okay overseas, and just come back in one piece, dude. That's all I'm saying. Come back in one piece, bro. Thank you so much for the $200 Red Boy mega banger. I appreciate you, and hope to see you on some of the gaming streams soon, man. You got to come hang out with us. We're playing Expedition 33 right now. We were playing First Berserker before. It's been a good time. It's been a good time. Jeremy Webb with a 5. Also, I've got some time for Smash, so I'll be by to give if you're on later. Okay, cool. Yeah. I won't be on Smash AT stream. I'll probably be streaming tonight on my gaming channel because I'm kind of addicted to Expedition 33. So we'll see how that goes. But I'll definitely be in the chat cheering you on. So yeah, definitely support Smash. Do what you got to do. I appreciate you, man. And then this fucking guy. Look at this legend, man. Bro, True North. True North. With a 20 membership banger again. Shout out to True North for the 20 membership banger. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. That is a lot of Red Boy clips we played back to back. That's not normal. That is not normal. But thank you, True North. I appreciate you. That is legendary. And then we got the Flatlander with a 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you, the Flatlander. I appreciate you, man. And Jeremy Webb with a 5, but my arm is done, sadly, after an IED. But that's, well, it's still there, so glad to still be here. Oh, that's not good, bro. Damn. Well, just come back in one piece, bro. We'll talk about we'll talk about whatever's left afterwards. Shout out to you, man. Blackguard with a $20 banger. Shout out to Blackguard with the $20 banger. He says the only issue With your compromise with Nexus mods locking the discussion on sensitive topics is that the people in charge there are probably too ideologically captured to know how to be neutral in what they lock down. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? So I already know they're not neutral, right? We already know they're not neutral. You know it, I know it. Even they know it. They won't admit it. So for me, it's like, you just, again, your entire argument, your entire leg to stand on has been completely thrown out the window when you openly admit to everybody reading on your website that the mod that you just removed is not against your community guidelines. So all it takes is for somebody to upload that mod and say absolutely nothing, right? Don't say a thing. Don't be controversial. Don't troll. Just say nothing. And then that tells me that the mod is allowed to exist, right? Because if I see you ban the mod after you just admitted that, then that's going to be a big problem, wouldn't it? You know? So they kind of set themselves up. They set themselves up bad now, because now if they ban any mods in the future, which we know they're going to, if they ban any mods that have to do with gender ideology or, you know, progressive, like overall progressive ideology, if they ban those mods in the future, then we know that they're doing it for other reasons other than community guidelines. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see what ends up happening. But as of right now, according to some people in the chat, the mod is on the website. It's just locked down right now. So there you go. They were forced to basically backtrack. That's how I view it. I view it as them being forced to backtrack at this point. Jesse Darren with a 5. If messing with male and female options is malicious, according to Nexus mods, then by that logic, Bethesda is malicious for tampering it to begin with. Exactly, right? Like, Jesse, they're trying to pretend they're trying to pretend as if it was always like this, which is hilarious, right? They always do this. They're only ever like this with IPs that were never doing this, and then suddenly they start doing it. They want to pretend like, oh, it was always happening this way. Oh, Oblivion was always woke, or whatever the case would be. Like, these people are going crazy, trying desperately to defend it. And it's like, bro, some people don't view it as a big deal. Some people view it as a huge deal. And some people don't care, right? There are people all over the spectrum. But at the end of the day, you're not going to sit here and try to convince people that it's not a big deal. And then in the same breath, you are yelling at people for installing a mod on a single-player game that doesn't affect your game whatsoever. Why are you yelling at someone for installing a male and female mod on a video game that's single-player that they paid for? Why should it be a big deal? It shouldn't be a big deal at all, right? It's not a big deal. So who cares if the mod exists? What's the big deal? It's single player. It's not multiplayer. It's not like somebody's going to sneak into your PC and install the fucking mod for your video game. But they pretend as if that's the case. Valley is for a 2. Buy Expedition 33 if you can. Amazing game, brother. Before this stream, I was streaming Expedition 33 on my gaming channel called Hypnotic Live that I'm thinking about renaming to Hypnotic Gaming Live. But I was streaming that game, and let it be known that I was gooning, okay? And not in the way of like gooning over a female character in the game. Like, no, I was just gooning over the fucking game. The game is amazing, okay? The game is genuinely amazing. So I'm already one step ahead of you, my man. Eric Jenkins, 189. Damn, AI got cheeks. You want to smash it, don't you? And Jeremy Webb with a 10 says, I'll be back soon, but good news. 100% retire my way based as well, probs. And haha, yeah, your anime picks for the end always keep me shafted, wink, wink. This man just admitted to being bricked. Oh, man. Shout out to Jeremy Webb. True North with a 5. It's not that YouTube stops you from spending. I've been flagged by my bank a few times after spending more than $1,000. So to my knowledge, if you spend $500 in Super Chats in one sitting, like in 24 hours, YouTube will not allow you to Super Chat anymore. To my knowledge, right? That doesn't include memberships, right? So memberships, you could do like a $500 Super Chat, and you could technically do, I think, 250 memberships back to back, I think. And then they'll ban you from memberships. But it's a $500 limit on Super Chats, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, obviously sometimes your bank will probably get involved, I gotta imagine. They're like, what the fuck? Why are you spending $1,000 on YouTube? It's insane, bro. Thank you so much for the 5, True North. We got Cheap Danier for a 10. Expedition 33, dude, I like the game, but bro, holy fucking soap opera and beta male energy. What? Also need enemies that can talk shit back in a turn-based instead of just grunts so it doesn't get so boring in my opinion. Bro, what? First off, I understand the whole enemy thing. I get that. As of right now, in the game, you're fighting like very enigmatic figures that you don't really have a lot of knowledge of, right? This is a brand new expedition that hasn't left their home city up until now. And, you know, I'm not going to spoil anything, but they have no idea what the fuck they're going into. And you find out very quickly that shit is about to hit the fan when you leave your home city. And you are fighting with forces that are beyond your knowledge. And most of them are seemingly not human. So I understand why they don't talk. There is a human character to it that I'm not going to get into. Anyway, the point is, I'm sure there's going to be some enemies that are going to speak at some point, but it's not going to be in the beginning of the game. It's just not. Also, I can understand why they would be seemingly what you would call beta energy. Because imagine this, you live in a world that has an actual countdown, and every year, people of that age die, and the number keeps going lower and lower. And there has been 60 plus expeditions to try to stop this from happening. And every expedition has failed, resulting in the death of everybody of that age every year. So after 60 plus expeditions, I am sure it probably gets a little bit depressing because it seems like you can't win, right? So I kind of get why it's a little bit depressing. And they really sell that very well, in my opinion. But yes, the main character is a little bit more on the emotional side for sure. At least in the beginning. Maybe he picks up on, you know, towards the end. Who really knows? But again, I can't blame him considering he just lost. Anyway, I don't want to spoil it. We got Blackguard with the 10. It's funny how it's just body type 1 and 2. And what about the other infinite body types? So curious that it's always just the 2 types and never type 57. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with pronouns, right? So it's always he, she, them, or they, them, right? It's never Zer, frog, self, bird, self. You know what I mean? It's never any of those. It's never any of these super crazy neo pronouns. It's only ever he, she, they, them. That's it. It's because for them, they only want to do the most basic virtue signal they can, and they want to be left alone after that. Just do the basic virtue signal and move on. So same thing with the body type. The body type 1 and 2, but there's never 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know? Jeremy Webb with a 10. See, to be fair, remasters have been weak until one Silent Hill 2 and now Oblivion. Most are too soon, but a true one is so weird, sadly. Yeah, I think that we've had some good remasters, but unfortunately, most of them are kind of shitty. And then what makes it even worse is that most of them get censored in really egregious ways that turns off a lot of people. So if you're going to remaster a game, you can't be too pussy to do what was originally in the game, which is exactly why games like Manhunt and games like State of Emergency, you know, like games like that, they're never going to get remasters because modern day developers are too fucking pussy to release games like that. That's just a fact. Even if they put an M rating on it, it doesn't matter, right? They're not going to remaster games like that because it's just not allowed these days, which is unfortunate. Taffy for a 5 says, check your DM. First time seeing it. I apologize if mentioned. Hold on. Let me check. Is that real? Oh, shit. Boys, are we gooning? Hold on. We might be gooning, bro. We might be gooning. Hold on. Sydney Sweeney has been cast in the live-action split fiction movie with John M. Chu directing. Oh, shit, boys. I already like this game. Smash! Smash, are you watching? I know you're watching right now. You're banned on YouTube, right? Smash! Why couldn't she be in the game? Why couldn't she be in the game? I already liked the game. I would have liked it a lot more if she was in the game. Holy shit. We are gooning, boys. We are gooning. I'm assuming she's going to play her. We'll find out. Man, she's got two really great talents, man. I don't care if she can't act, True North. You think anybody cares if this woman can fucking act? True North? Come on, bro. Nobody cares if she can act. Oh, man. Shout out to Taffy. Thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate you. That's fucking hilarious, bro. She's got two incredible talents. Exactly, J Viper. J Viper gets it. Where are we at? Jeremy Webb with a 2. Also, I know you could do more than 500 based on lulls. Wait, what? I'm confused. I've never seen somebody able to do more than $500 super chat in one shot. I've never seen that. I've never seen somebody do 500 and then another 500 in the same stream. They always get banned. So unless you do an alternate account, if you do an alternate account, that's something different. True North for a 2. Does the game stop when you get under age 13? No, the game's only going to follow Expedition 33. And whether or not they're successful or not, I don't know. We're going to find out, I guess. Comrade, for a 5, bro, that's scary because I'm turning 33 this year. If I die, it's on you. Oh, come on, bro. You can't do that to me, bro. That's not my fault, man. The Flatlander for 10 months. Codsworth could say who bunch of names. Why can't they do that with pronouns? Lazy. Fair. Smash AT says he's not banned. I know you're not banned. I just keep saying that because people freak out. Jeremy Webb with another $100 Red Boy Mega Banger. Shout out to Jeremy Webb. He says, bang, LOL. Also, Smash, I hope the best. He's not banned. I'm just fucking around. Bro, people are going to take what I say. They're going to run with it, and they're going to start spreading it around like, Smash AT is banned on YouTube. Listen, it might get him a lot of attention. Who knows? But I'm just fucking around, man. Thank you, Jeremy Webb, for the $100 Red Boy Mega Banger. You are absolutely insane in all the best ways. I appreciate you, man. And then Comrade Kim. For a 2. She has a third talent. Joke's on you. God, I hope not. Oh, I hope not. That would be terrible. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Sydney Sweeney was a trap? Can you imagine if Sydney fucking Sweeney was a trap? How much of a travesty would that be? I think the world would literally explode at that point. Jeremy Webb with a 20 says, bet, LOL. Oh, no. What is this man gonna do? What is fucking Jeremy Webb gonna do, bro? Shout out to Jeremy Webb with the $20 banger says bet LOL. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Jeremy Webb with a 10 says here is the bang. So I was right then. You're coming up to your cap, I gotta imagine. Adair Soto with a 10. I know what you mean, Hypnotic. They will never touch those type of games to make them remastered. I can name some games they will never remaster because the media will lose their minds. 100%. 100%. Another game that wouldn't be remastered is The Suffering. The Suffering will never get a remaster. Highly doubt The Suffering would ever get a remaster. Toxic with a 5 says absolutely nothing. He's still doing the silent protagonist thing. And Jeremy Webb with a 10 also, that's how I could do a multi-pay after 500. Fair enough. Fair enough. So again, alternate accounts then. Eric Jenkins with 189, about to get cocoa butter all over the motherboard. What the fuck? Eric Jenkins, you need to repent, bro. You need to repent. Let's go over to Rumble. Show Rumble some love really quick. Let's see. Where do we at? So we got Eric Jenkins with a $5 banger says, I always wanted to hook a car battery to a bitch's nose ring. She/it seems like a good choice. That's cool. Yo, that's crazy. Stop it. And again, shout out to Dark Mages for rating us over on Rumble. I appreciate you. And then we got Adam Juman for $1. I said this joke on Will the Fans with this video. Trying to tell these people to shut up is like trying to tell a fat chick no cake. Oh yeah, basically, you'll never be successful. For sure. You'll never be successful. Then we got Rake at Night. What's up, man? For a $5. Let me play the single player game the way I want to, bitches. Bro, that's exactly my point. That is literally my point. It's like, it's a single player game, right? It doesn't affect you in any way. If somebody wants to mod their game in a single player game, that should be the actual quintessential definition of it doesn't matter, right? So then why are people going crazy over the mere existence of this mod that changes type 1 and type 2 to male and female? That should bother nobody. Nobody. The wokies got their little bit of a win with type 1 and type 2, and everybody else gets to mod their game to male and female and never see it. What should be the problem? Because it's a big deal. They say it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal. Adam Juman with $1 just spread rumors that Nexus mods is conservative and anti-LGBTQ and watch the fireworks they have to put out. Bro, actually, so wait, Adam Juman. Hold on, stop, Adam Juman. I don't know if you guys are aware. I don't have it saved. I apologize for not having it saved. But there was a tweet going around of a screenshot of, I'm assuming their forums or something along those lines, where Nexus mods is actually being called racist and like homophobic now because they're allowing the mod to exist because they're backtracking now. Since they're backtracking, the wokies are actually attacking Nexus mods now, which is hilarious, by the way, right? So that's actually happening. It's funny that you say that, but it's actually happening. Like, they're really doing that. So, and it's because they backtracked, and that's their fault for backtracking. Anti-Federalist paying for a 10. To Jeremy Webb. Wish I was there instead of stateside. Take care of yourself and our brothers. Praying we see you in November. Facts, man. Jeremy Webb, I hope you're here to hear that, man. Shout out to you. Crashman Boy for $1. Nothing. There, I said nothing. Suck a fat one, Nexus. I'm sure they would. Don't threaten them with a good time. I'm sure they absolutely would do that. All right, we got a couple of more on YouTube really quick. Adair Soto with a 99 cents nervous super sticker. Shout out to you. Comrade says, not gonna lie, we got some psychos in this chat. That's how it goes with every chat in YouTube. Insanely angry Volplume with a 5. Race swap Peter Griffin. Shut up, Meg. Oh, the Stallion didn't want to change my profile and name for that joke. Haha. That's crazy. And then Democulus for 12 months is officially a Super Saiyan 3 as a bigot army soldier. To them, it was about total control. They don't want others to play a game their way. Those people who are ideologically captured and they are a hive mind. Fair enough. Fair enough. I fully agree. These people are absolutely insane. And they are definitely a hive mind, which is unfortunate. Okay. We are fully caught up everywhere, boys. We got to hit these fast topics quickly. And then we're going to get into the into the waifu battle because, bro, I really want to play Expedition 33. I'm not going to lie to you. Jesse Darren for a 5. Motherfuckers acting as if modifying your game quantum mods everybody else's game too. Nah, it's private affair, actually. Like, bro, mind your own business. Exactly. Single player game. Mind your own fucking business. If it was a multiplayer game, I can understand the argument. But with a single player game, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Mind your business. Let people install the mods they want to install like they have been for decades. Seriously. Especially PC gamers, like, leave people the fuck alone. Demon Carol with a 5 just got here. What did they do this time? Kidding. I'll just watch the replay later. Oh, I just went through all of it, bro. You gotta watch the replay. Flip Shazam with a 5. I really got to start doing some extra to my food. This roast just tastes blah nowadays. I see what you did there. Shout out to you for the 5. I appreciate you. Okay, we're caught up. Let's get into the fast topics quickly, man. I don't even know where to begin. Oh, here we go. Let's go here. Fast topics. So we got Nintendo. Nintendo is not doing too well. Obviously, you guys know the pre-orders have been diabolically handled horribly. Horrible. and we already knew this was going to happen. It is very clear that Nintendo is trying to do what they always do, which is to do this fake sense of scarcity, right? They always try to do a fake sense of scarcity so that they can basically sell out on everything. So we talked about the other day how their pre-orders, they're not going to have enough. They're not going to have nowhere near the amount of product for the 2 million plus Japanese people that submitted for pre-order. And we already saw what happened last night. Oh, by the way, Shield JT, the reason why he got banned on YouTube is because after talking all this shit about Nintendo, he went out and bought a Nintendo Switch 2 immediately. Immediately. Shield JT. Sun Grand JT. bought a Nintendo Switch 2. Shout out to him. I tried to buy one so I could flip it, but I couldn't. I couldn't buy one, so there it is. I tried though. People reminded me that it was live, and I was like, "Oh, I'll try. Fuck it, why not?" It's like I did not care, bro. I was playing Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza last night, and people in my chat, they were like, "Smash JT just bought a Switch 2," and I was like, "Wait, it's live?" Totally forgot that it was going live, and I was like, "All right, let me try to get one." So I waited in line on Best Buy, and then they said it was sold out. I was like, "All right, whatever." I was gonna put it up on. I was gonna become a scalper and fucking flip it, but whatever, it's fine. So apparently, though, this is what's happening. Nintendo Switch 2 fans are trying to take down scalpers by making fake eBay listings. They're trying to put up fake eBay listings where they're offering the Nintendo Switch 2 at MSRP, but if you read the description, all they're doing is offering a picture of the console. And they're trying to do this because they're trying to drown out the scalper posts that are all over eBay. They're trying to do that. So they're trying to drown out scalpers. This is so fucking desperate, bro. I have never seen a fan base go so crazy before. And you know what's sad? What's going to happen if somebody actually purchases that picture of a Nintendo Switch 2 for $500? What's going to happen there? So many people are going to buy it by accident. They're not even going to realize the person is not even going to read the description. And then that's gonna fuck them over. So you're not actually helping anybody by doing this. You're helping nobody by doing this. All you're doing is contributing to the scam. So I just found this to be extremely funny. But apparently there are pricing that is ranging anywhere from $500, which are the fake ones, to $2,000. These scalpers are trying to get mega rich off these things, bro. Holy shit. It says in the description, these fake listings, the posters have clearly stated that they are not selling the console, but only a picture of it. The listing is intended solely for combating bots and scalpers, and the seller would not provide any refunds. Bro, they are 100. These are scammers these are scammers. These are not Nintendo fans. Hold on. These are not fans, bro. These are scammers. These people are scamming. They're scamming with the actual scammers. They're just trying to get an easy 500. They're like, yeah, there'll be no refunds. And then they're going to ship a picture of the system. What a mess, bro. Every single time a new console comes out, it is always a mess because they have this bullshit scarcity. Again, like I told you guys on the last stream, Nintendo has sold over 150 million Nintendo Switches. They got a little over 2 million pre-order requests in Japan alone. And they said they cannot fulfill nowhere near that amount. So how the fuck you mean to tell me that you couldn't properly prepare yourself when you sold over 150 million consoles? You don't understand what that number is? 150 million consoles? You sold that many consoles over 5 to 7 years, whatever it was. And you seriously did not make enough product in order to try to handle the, like, I don't know. It just blows my mind. And it's because they have the product, but they're doing fake scarcity. That's what they're doing. They're doing fake scarcity. They do this. Nintendo does this all the time, bro. All the time they do this. Anyway, moving on. Expedition 33. Let me refresh this game really quick. Expedition 33 hit an all-time peak today of 51,922 players, Not bad for a AA game so far. Brand new, just released today. I think that with the reviews being so damn positive and the word of mouth being so good about this video game, chances are the weekend numbers are going to see a rise of anywhere. Maybe it'll get to around 70,000, give or take, maybe even 80,000. But this game is doing very well for the budget that was involved with this game. Keep in mind, Expedition 33 was developed by not 300, not 200, not 100, 30 people. Expedition 33 was developed by 30 people. 30. So when you watch gameplay of this game, realize that 30 people made that amazing game. So the budget for this game is nowhere near as high as some of these other games because obviously the payroll is very low. So this game is doing fairly well. It's getting a lot of praise. And I'll tell you this. I played 2.5 hours of this game today. Okay. Jeremy Webb, I see that insane 50 membership banger. I'm gonna assume you're banned on Super Chat, so now you're doing memberships. But thank you. I'm gonna call it out in a second. I'll give you a proper thank you. I'm gonna tell you like this. I played 2.5 hours. This game, and I'm not kidding. Okay, I'm so serious when I say this. And this is considering that I've played a lot of good games this year and even last year. Black Myth, Wukong, all kinds of games. I'm gonna tell you like this. Expedition 33 has probably one of the best prologues, one of the best openers, one of the most like, how do I put it? It's one of the most like, I have never been hooked on a video game from the prologue like this in a long time. This game has to have one of the best prologues that I think I've ever seen in a video game in a very long time. It really, it sets up the world. It does amazing world building, and it will get you. It will get you. Not in the feels necessarily, although, I mean, if you're emotional, maybe, but it will hook you. I mean, this fucking prologue, it was unbelievable. The gameplay is incredible. If you are a turn-based fan, you will adore this game. Even if you're not a turn-based fan, there are some aspects to it that you will probably enjoy from more of your action-oriented games like dodge buttons, parry buttons, things of that nature. It sincerely is an incredible video game. Graphically speaking and character-wise, everybody looks normal, which is crazy to say, but everybody looks normal. Men look like men. Women look like women. They're all dolled up, typical French women. I mean, my God, is it so good? It is so good. So I'm going to be playing more of it tonight, most likely. So make sure to check out Hypnotic Live if you want to continue to watch me play this game. Because I'm telling you guys, I almost canceled Hypnocast. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. People know that when I was playing the game, I was like, I kind of want to skip Hypnocast. But I was like, you know what? No, Hypnocast is important. We do it every day. I can't skip it. But I sincerely was thinking about doing it because that game is that good. And there is not a single game that I have played in a long time that made me want to even say that, let alone do that. So it really is that good. But I will obviously be giving it more of my time. I'm not going to give it a review yet. That's shillery. We don't do that. I'm going to give it some good time and like all the other games, and we'll write a proper review. But yeah, it's very good. Seriously, check out Hypnotic Live. Check out Griffcast. Please consider joining us. We would love to see you there. It's very good. Very good. All right, next topic. What do we got? I don't know if you guys saw this. This is weird. This is really weird, actually. Apparently, there is a boycott. What the fuck is this about? So there is a boycott on Marvel Rivals by players who play support. Apparently, there has been a multitude of different streamers that have essentially been attacking support players, calling them morons and idiots. And now apparently there's a boycott from the players who play support, and they're not queuing support. I don't know what's going on here, but apparently there's like internal conflict going on in the Marvel Rivals community. I actually wanted to ask Atreus about this and Kata, but I don't even think they play this game that much anymore. I think they're playing other games. I'm like, bro, just play the fucking game, man. I saw this. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we attacking each other? Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. You don't know what a support player is. Basically, players that are like healers or people that do damage reduction, things of that nature. Toxin says, what? I played it every day. I never heard of this. Yeah, apparently it's a thing. This was published 10 hours ago. They were like, GG, no heals. It's super childish, man. It's so fucking stupid. But I wanted to share it with you anyway because I thought it was funny. We got another one. Ubisoft is keeping its promise to add an offline mode to the Crew 2, and testing begins next week. So for those of you who have the Crew 2 and the servers went offline and it hasn't been accessible, they promised they were going to put an offline mode, and apparently they are still doing it, and testing is going to begin next week for it. So if you have the game, consider that. And then we have this, which was really weird, by the way. This entire story was so weird to me. So you guys know that Marathon, the NDA for Marathon has officially lifted for the closed alpha test. And apparently mouse and keyboard has really heavy aim assist. And I don't know if you could turn it off. That's the weird thing. The Marathon Alpha has only been live for a day, but slowly expanding player pool has already ignited its first major discourse. It's an evergreen topic among FPS enjoyers and a personal favorite to complain about until someone tells me to shut up. That's right, we're talking about aim assist. Marathon has aim assist for controllers, which is entirely normal for an FPS launching on PlayStation and Xbox. What's not normal is that mouse and keyboard also gets aim assist, and it's extremely noticeable. In the alpha settings, it's called aim magnetism, and it's on by default. Oh, so you can turn it off. Okay, right? Am I right? You would think there's nothing controversial about giving all platforms the same assist options, but you would be hilariously underestimating PC gamers' strong opinions about skill expression and the sanctity of pure, unadulterated cursor movement. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you need aim assist as a PC player, get the fuck off PC and go use a controller. I'm not even kidding. I love you guys. That's how I'm always gonna feel. I've always said first-person shooters in general, I will always use keyboard and mouse. I understand some people use controller because they can't use keyboard and mouse, or maybe they have a disability or something. That's fine. I don't ever fault people like that. But the people who are perfectly normal, who are using keyboard and mouse and they need aim assist, bro, just go use a controller. Seriously. Like keyboard and mouse, it is inherently against aim assist. Like, people don't realize that keyboard and mouse, you will be at your 100% speed and skill level at any given time. With a controller, you will always be capped by the initial lag and the internal lag of the joysticks itself and the controller itself. You can never be at your actual maximum speed. I don't care how good you think you are on a controller. You will never be as good as a mouse and keyboard player. It's impossible. Literally impossible. So if you're going to use an aim assist, you are inherently going against the entire point of using a keyboard and mouse, which is to be at your maximum speed and to get good. That's really what it is, to get good. So if you're not going to bother doing that and you need an aim assist, just go use a controller. It'll feel better. Aim assist is going to feel terrible with a mouse and keyboard. Don't even bother doing it. Just go use a controller. You'll be better off that way because you're going to feel really weird using a aim assist with a keyboard and mouse. It's literally like there's no reason to do it. It is counterproductive. It's counterproductive to keyboard and mouse. Like people use keyboard and mouse to get away from aim assist. People use keyboard and mouse to actually get to their real innate speed that is possible for them as a human player. You can't get that on a controller. That's the entire reason you use keyboard and mouse. But anyway, again, I'm not an elitist, so if you want to use a controller, go ahead. I don't really care, but I'm just saying, if you're using aim assist as a keyboard and mouse player, you're doing it wrong. And that's basically it. Everything else, I have some stupid movie news, but I'm not even going to bother. Pedro Pascal's retarded. We already know that. The Blade movie has unveiled everything, apparently. People have admitted that, this is a major problem. We already knew that. So that's basically it. That's all I got, boys. All right, let me catch up on the last bit of Super Chats, bro. We need to call this man out, man. We need to call this man out, bro. Jeremy Webb, Jesus Christ. I don't know if he's still here. Jeremy Webb, but what the fuck, bro? Seriously. What the fuck? Shout out to you, Jeremy Webb. I appreciate you, man. 50 membership. You know what? For the 50 membership, I'm going to give you this too. Shout out to Jeremy Webb with the 50 membership. Mega banger. Absolutely insane. Insane, bro. I appreciate you. And then he fucking trolls me with a $2 super chat and says LOL. Thanks, I guess. Shout out to Jeremy Webb with the 2. Comrade Kim for a 5. Nintendo purposely made less to make people talk about Switch 2 more. It's a dirty marketing scheme. It's why they produce so little. Yeah. Yeah, Nintendo's known to be doing this. They do this all the time. They give this false sense of scarcity so that people just run in and buy their shit. They do it all the time, man. Then we got Adair Soto with a 5. And people, how good is this RPG? The game mechanics, they should have been Final Fantasy a long time ago. Yeah, so Expedition 33 is the Final Fantasy game, the modern Final Fantasy game that we never got. I swear to everything, I feel that way when it comes to that game. And I've only experienced a little under 3 hours of the game so far. Between the world map, the exploration of it, the combat system, the story setup, the way everything is, it's just fucking A, it's so good. And 30 people made that game. It's crazy. Demon Carol with a 5. Oh, so Crew 2 gets offline, but fuck the OG Crew. Fuck off Ubisoft. Yeah. So I wonder why they decided to do that, where they won't give it to the OG Crew, but they give it to Crew 2. And I think it's because due to the lawsuit, I think there's a lawsuit going on with Crew 1 right now. So that's probably why they didn't do it. Because that would invalidate the lawsuit in a way. And it would also make it seem like they're guilty. So they're not touching the game until that lawsuit's over. Eric Jenkins for 189. Stop. I can only use so much cocoa butter. This fucking guy, bro. This guy's gooning. He's gooning. Hold on. We got a couple on Rumble as well. We got Hornstar for $1. Just booted up Expedition 33 now. Looks amazing so far. Bro, have a great time. Be ready for that opener. Eric Jenkins with a 10. Snail Trail. When a woman drags herself across a man's face, example, I'm in quite the dilemma. I don't know if I'd rather have her drown me or snail trail me, cough, piranha pout, cough, cough. This man is chasing piranha pout so fucking hard. It's actually amazing. It's actually amazing. Shout out to Eric Jenkins over on Rumble. All right, guys, let's get into the waifu battle. I was thinking about skipping the waifu battle because we are so late tonight. But I know you guys like the waifu battle, so let's do the waifu battle. And let's close out the stream after that. Let's have some fun. Especially since Tifa is the current champion right now. Let's go. All right, boys, waifu battle is here. If you guys missed the waifu battle, yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of the waifu battle. Pretty crazy when you really think about it. And for the 1-year anniversary, we decided to bring back the waifu that started it all. She started it all. And she obviously won by a landslide. I feel like that was going to be pretty obvious at this point. So, Tifa is the current waifu battle champion. Shocker, I know. Shocker. I know. Let's go over the rules of engagement before we bring out the challenger. It's going to go up against Tifa and see if she can steal her belt away from her the day after the 1-year anniversary. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way it's going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. If you do not put the name first, it will not count. It doesn't matter how big the super chat is. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu, regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Tifa, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. And after that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts, so please, if you are going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? I know we don't. Adair Soto with a 5. Oh yeah, I forgot. Buying 10 copies of the game and giving it out to a charity because this game is good, and some of my friends as well. It's good game. Dude, that's amazing. If you give out 10 copies of Expedition 33, that's props to you, bro. That's amazing. All right, boys, it is time to bring out the challenger. This particular challenger was recommended on Discord, like they all are. And this particular challenger, I'm not that familiar with, to be honest with you. But hopefully you guys might be. And even if you're not, maybe you'll think that she is a cute enough challenger to go up against Tifa. Let's find out. All right, boys. The challenger that's going to go up against Tifa is going to be none other than the one and the only, and I don't know how to say her name because I've never seen her before, but she looks pretty cool, so fuck it. It's going to be Mio. Am I saying that right? Mio from Moonlight Fantasy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be, apparently John Winslow knows. BioT Wolf knows. Look at that. You all know. Wow. All right. Maybe people know her more than I realize. I'm going to put the name in the chat right now. We got champion, Tifa, challenger, Mio. All right. The name is in the chat. Let's go. The names are in the chat. I got to pin it. Hold on. I got to pin it. Give me a second. I got to pin it. All right, I replaced the name. There we go. I replaced the name. Okay. All right, here we go. Demon Carol with a 2 saying Tifa. I am the Senate. Probably. Fair enough. Louis Messina with a 2. Tifa. No questions. Okay. PD Panda with a 199 saying Tifa. And that's it. Taffney with a 2 saying Tifa. And that's it. Toxin with a 2 saying Tifa. Mio's bob haircut is just no bobs. What? You don't like short hair sometimes? Dragon with a 5 saying Mio who? I vote first and switching vote. Did you vote first? No, you didn't. Eric Jenkins with 499 saying Mio Tifu or whatever name is mid. Well, your vote counted. It counted for Mio, so I don't know what to tell you. The Flatlander for a 5 saying Tifa only because I can't vote for Lune. Nice. Stinrocks for 499 says Tifa because yeah. And then the metal hands. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. People are saying it's pronounced Mio. Like Mio. Isn't that what I've been saying? Mio? Man, the one thing about the anime and manga community, actually it's more the anime community, not the manga community. is that with pronunciations, they are like Hitler. They are like Hitler when it comes to pronunciations. If you even slightly mispronounce a name, they will literally like wish death on you. I'm just saying, it's something I've noticed. It's like, bro, I read manga, I don't really watch anime. I sound like a damn liberal. Well, fuck you then, Toxin. I'll be a liberal then, all right? I read. I don't listen. Mio, I am sure of it. I think not in capital. Yeah, it's spelled M-I-O. I know. I know. That's hilarious. Yeah, people go crazy over that shit. I actually like Lune more than I do Lulu. That's crazy. We all know Rai Ayanami would win if she was in it. Maybe. What anime is Mio from? She is from Moonlight Fantasy. Dragon with a 5 says Tifa. Sorry, I'm voting for Mio first and then switching my vote. Gooning too hard. Oh my god. This man's gooning. All right, guys, it's time to bring out the current champion of the waifu battle, who is none other than Tifa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Tifa? Or is it going to be Mio? Let's find out. Eric Jenkins with $4.99. Mio, because I'm a man of culture and we read too. Just on the TV, sub or dub. For some reason, I don't believe that you read, Eric Jenkins. Louis Facino with a 2. Tifa, y'all get the umbrellas ready on hand. Uh-oh. Does that mean Sonia's about to watch the chat? Is that what's going to happen right now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the umbrellas are coming out. The umbrellas are coming out. Everybody run. The umbrellas are coming out. Oh, shit. Look at this. Look at this. You guys are crazy, bro. Sonia's got the flash flood warning. I think Mio's a pretty nice looking waifu. I think you guys are just being haters, which I understand. Listen, I get it. I get it. But I'll put it to you like this. You guys are feeling so safe that Tifa's going to win that you're barely voting for her. She's got like, what, $20? $25? You guys feel safe with that number? All right. Bro, if I was a troll, I would troll the fuck out of you guys right now because you guys are not protecting your booty hole. We got Gray the Merchant for a 2 saying Tifa. Eric reading. Hilarious. Love you all. Yeah, I don't believe that he reads either. Eric Jenkins. What a 199. Mio. The fucking lies read more than you probably, bro. You serious right now, Eric Jenkins? Come on, bro. Come on, Eric Jenkins. You really think you read more than me, bro? I read like 3 to 4 manga a day. On average. The Dragon with a 5. Tifa, I want a dolphin punch to oblivion and open the gates. Dolphin punch is one of the best limit breaks. The Flatlander for a 2, still Tifa. Lune is better than Lulu, which is better than Tifa. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let me check Rumble really quick. We got some Rumble votes. Anti-Federalist Payne is voting for Tifa. He says other chick is literally a man-hungry spider. I mean, I probably would, but she is still a spider and would probably eat me. So Tifa. That's actually pretty logical. That's pretty logical. Toxin for a 2 over on Rumble says Tifa Snail Trail. Oh, man. Oh, man. Holy shit. Holy shit, bro. Oh, man. Shadow Walker 13. With a $50 Mega banger, says Tifa. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's still not that high. Anybody control the shit out of this chat right now. Anybody control the shit out of this chat right now, but I'll let you guys decide what to do. All right, boys. That's it. Tifa's coming off the screen, and we are going to do the final countdown. Rumble, listen very closely. Final countdown. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, boys, that is it. The last super chat that is going to count is Hypnotic and Rapture for a 2, saying Tifa, get wrecked, Eric Jenkins. That fucking laugh is ridiculous. And then Sonia for a 20, saying Tifa because she's the best waifu. And then BioT Wolf with a 5, saying Tifa like Mio, but not the best. But it didn't count. And then the Flatlander for a 2, saying Tifa, damn, I forgot. Kisada is better than Lune. Didn't count. And let me check Rumble. I don't think yeah, nothing on Rumble. All right. Mods. Count it up. Count it up. Let's go. Gee, I wonder who won that one. I wonder who won that one. Looks like Tifa's going to have a little bit of a winning streak on her hands if this continues. Piranha Pal says she's sailing across Lake Sonia. That's crazy, bro. Is it really like that? I guess so. I suppose so. The Flatlander says, I tried. There's nothing wrong with that, sir. You tried your very best. It is a good anime and manga. Nice. Guys, I got some legendary manga pickups that I'm going to be sharing on the channel very soon. I can't wait. I got to go pick up the packages, but once I have them, dude, I am excited. I am excited. It's going to be so good. So good. I got a manga series that people have been requesting for the longest fucking time. Randall says I was going to troll, but I fucked up on typing. Ah. That would have been great. That would have been great. Grant the Merchant says Kingdom Hearts manga. No. I did a video on that today. You guys don't realize, like, I buy manga in bulk and then I spread it out in videos. So I'll buy manga like once or twice a month. I'll pick up all the packages and then I'll do my videos once a day based off manga that I haven't shown yet. But that's like I spread out my videos like that. So that's what I do. Hold on, keep feeding the ducks, bro. But there's a bunch of packages that I have to pick up that have manga in it that I'm telling you, man, it is going to be sick. I can't wait. A lot of good old stuff. Some stuff that people wouldn't even think about. Oh, the numbers are in. All right, in the waifu battle. Damn, bro. Oh, my God. We got Mew at $16.97 against the champion Tifa at $96.20, which means the winner and still waifu battle champion is none other than Tifa, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, man. Destruction, bro. The hell? Let's do it one more time, boys. One more time. I highly doubt anybody's coping and seething today, but regardless, we're still going to play the song.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that is it. That is it for the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen. Tifa is going to go backstage, where tomorrow she will face off against a former waifu battle champion. You never know who can come back to try to claim her belt. So stick around tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the waifu battle and for Hypnocast. I will hope you not miss it, because we got a lot to talk about every single day. All right, boys. I think we are fully caught up everywhere. Let me just double check. I think we have maybe one more on YouTube. 2 more. Eric Jenkins, 199. The winner here is Cocoa Butter Makers. I'm not even going to ask. Gray the Merchant for 2 throws Mio and Eric to the ocean. Eric Timber fucker. Oh my god, dude. These two be having a feud. They're like the Mikey and DJ. But they're obviously not Mikey and DJ, but they're basically like them. Okay, boys, listen. Tonight, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to most likely be streaming Expedition 33 on Hypnotic Live. I'm not going to raid myself because it's not set up. So I would hope that you go and check out the channel and have your all notifications enabled, because that would be the smart thing to do. So come hang out with us tonight as we play Expedition 33. I cannot wait to continue playing that game. We are going to raid. Who are we going to raid? Who can we raid tonight? Let's see. Who is live? Let's see. I've been raiding Smash JT like crazy lately. Can I raid anybody else? Who is live right now? Oh, God. Barely anybody. Yo, Demogeni is live. We never get to raid Demogeni, bro. He's a longtime supporter of this channel. Let's raid Demogeni. Oh, wait. It's Thursday. I gotta raid Cassie. It's Thursday. I'm crazy, bro. What's wrong? Why is Cassie's stream not showing on my homepage? Yo, Cassie's stream is not showing up on my homepage. Why is that? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's so weird. I had to manually go find it, which is crazy because I watch her content all the time. So what the fuck? It goes to show, man, YouTube's a piece of shit. Anyway. All right, I have it set up to raid Cassie. Eric Jenkins says, contrary to popular belief, this monkey can swim. Bro. Eric Jenkins, you need to repent, bro. You need to repent. All right, guys. Seriously, thank you so much for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, doing everything, man. I appreciate you. Today was awesome. We had a lot to talk about. We went over a bunch of things. I appreciate you. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you guys as well. Keep in mind, I found out how to raid fast. We've been raiding fast, so just stay to the end. Watch to the end of the credits, and we will raid Cassie immediately. We will clap the shit out of her booty hole. So stay to the end. Thank you guys so much, and don't forget tonight, Expedition 33 on Hypnotic Live. If you miss it, you're automatically gay. And if you're already gay, well, just makes you gay tier 2. I don't really know what to say. All right, boys. Seriously, love you guys so much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her name is Jack. Fuck Indiana, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in a queenie and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! 'Cause that's all we fucking know! 'Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.